Garden Story is a casual pixel indie RPG where the characters are adorable fruits, veggies and animals. The game looks charming and wholesome at the first glance, but in the gameplay, the player must set out on a journey to save the world with our tiny guardian named Concord. Long ago, there was a tree so large that overflowed with manna, the tree that brought forth the people. Together, the people and nature peacefully coexisted, until one day when the rot crept over and disturbed their circle of life. This crisis called for the rise of the newest guardian, who will fight tooth and nail to rescue the people and bring back hope and balance to the world. You will be playing as Concord, the freshest guardian of the garden, whose mission is to bring happiness back to everyone. Garden Story has a simple and straightforward gameplay that's divided into two phases: daily life and combat. You'll be maintaining your village, fixing fences and bridges, as well as collecting the collectibles and displaying them in the library. In combat, your task is to deal with rots. Each rot requires different conditions and methods to defeat. For example, some weapons suitable for dealing with certain rots. The pace of the in-game action might feel a little slow at the beginning of the game due to the protagonist's little stamina, which could be depleted just by swinging their weapon a couple of times. Though it doesn't take long for the stamina to regenerate, the player ought to calculate their usage to avoid getting hit. The game is packed with tons of fun activities, from running errands for the villagers, gardening, crafting, collecting the collectibles, and dealing with the rots who come to sabotage the village. The developer was being quite creative with the design of the rot. Defeating them in each city requires different methods and strategies, and some can even be pretty daunting. The dungeon mechanic is one of the highlights of Garden Story. There is one dungeon in each city. Your mission is to travel city by city to clear those dungeons by defeating the dungeon bosses and rebuilding the city. Each dungeon possesses its own gameplay style, and to enter them, you'll be required to use certain items or complete a puzzle. Bosses also have a variety of moves, and the player must use whatever they have in their arsenal to defeat them. The visuals of Garden Story are presented in an eye-catching, unique pixel art style that is conceptually different from other games that have humans as protagonists. Veggies and animal characters suit well with the story and the game setting. All the characters' happy, angry, and sad expressions are well drawn and greatly enhance the player's experience in interacting and being sympathised with the NPCs. Other than possessing a different seasonal theme, all cities also have their own casual, easy-listening soundtracks. Spring Hamlet's soundtrack is a relaxed one, while Summer Bars has more lively city vibes. You can hear the sounds of insects buzzing or rain drizzling. Garden Story is one of those indies that has delicacy and good attention to detail when it comes to sounds. Garden Story is a gathering of all the gameplay elements in one game. The game has daily life activities, interaction with NPCs, a variety of combats that require strategies, and even puzzles. All these elements interplay with each other pretty nicely. They go so well together that you won't feel like you're forced to suddenly switch to a different style of gameplay. And this is PlayPrime stats that show you this game's characteristics. For Garden Story, it focuses on gameplay freedom. There are tons of fun activities that are tied together. Although the main story has already possessed its own fascinating aspects, the mixing of the classic RPG elements and farm simulator suits nicely with the main theme and even add more flavours to the game. The hero who pledges to demolish evil but still goes on with their personal life and interacts with the other towners is the theme of this game. If you're someone who's looking for a perfect mixture, Garden Story is your answer. And for this game, the reviewer recommends you to get the newest Tiny Guardian to the rescue. Let's get it! Subscribe to PlayPrime for more reviews and follow us on social media. Thanks for watching.